And in the 18th year of sovereign Jeroboam son of Nebat, Abijam became sovereign over Yehudah. He reigned 3 years in Jerusalem, and his mother's name was Maacah, the granddaughter of Abishalom. And he walked in all the sins of his father, which he had done before him, and his heart was not perfect to Yahweh his Elohim, as was the heart of his father David. But for David's sake Yahweh his Elohim gave him a lamp in Jerusalem, to raise up his son after him, and by establishing Jerusalem. For David did what was right in the eyes of Yahweh, and did not turn aside from all that he commanded him all the days of his life, except in the matter of Uriah the Hittite. And there was fighting between Rehoboam and Jeroboam all the days of his life. And the rest of the acts of Abijam and all that he did, are they not written in the book of the annals of the sovereigns of Yehudah? And there was fighting between Abijam and Jeroboam. So Abijam slept with his fathers, and they buried him in the city of David, and Asa his son reigned in his place. And in the 20th year of Jeroboam sovereign of Israel, Asa became sovereign over Yehudah. And he reigned 41 years in Jerusalem, and his grandmother's name was Maacah, the granddaughter of Abishalom. And Asa did what was right in the eyes of Yahweh, as his father David had done, and put away the cult prostitutes from the land, and removed all the idols that his fathers had made. And he also removed Maacah, his grandmother, from being sovereigness mother, because she had made an abominable image for Asherah. And Asa cut down her abominable image and burned it by the Wadi Kidron. But the high places were not removed. However, Asa's heart was perfect with Yahweh all his days. And he brought into the house of Yahweh the set-apart items of his father, and his own set-apart items, silver and gold and utensils. And there was fighting between Asa and Baasha sovereign of Israel all their days. And Baasha sovereign of Israel came up against Yehudah and built Ramah, to keep anyone from going out or coming into Asa sovereign of Yehudah. And Asa took all the silver and gold that was left in the treasuries of the house of Yahweh and the treasuries of the sovereign's house, and gave them into the hand of his servants. And sovereign Asa sent them to Benhadad son of Taberman, son of Hezion, sovereign of Aram, who dwelt in Damascus, saying, Let there be a covenant between you and me, as there was between my father and your father. Look, I have sent you a present of silver and gold. Come, break your covenant with Baasha sovereign of Israel, so that he withdraws from me. And Benhadad listened to sovereign Asa, and sent the commanders of his armies against the cities of Israel, and smote Ain and Dan, and Abel Beth Maacah, and all Kinneroth, with all the land of Naphtali. And it came to be, when Baasha heard it, that he stopped building Ramah and remained in Tirzah. Then sovereign Asa summoned all Yehudah, none was exempted, and they took away the stones and timber of Ramah, which Baasha had used for building. And with them sovereign Asa built Geba of Benjamin and Mitzpah. And the rest of all the acts of Asa, and all his might, and all that he did, and the cities which he built, are they not written in the book of the annals of the sovereigns of Yehudah? But in the time of his old age he was diseased in his feet. So Asa slept with his fathers, and was buried with his fathers in the city of David, his father, and Jehoshaphat his son reigned in his place. And Nadab, son of Jeroboam, became sovereign over Yisrael in the 2nd year of Asa sovereign of Yehudah, and he reigned over Yisrael 2 years. And he did evil in the eyes of Yahweh, and walked in the way of his father, and in his sin by which he had made Yisrael sin. Then Baasha son of Ahiah, of the house of Yissaschar, conspired against him, and Baasha smote him at Gibbethon, which belonged to the Philistines, for Nadab and all Yisrael had laid siege to Gibbethon. And Baasha killed him in the 3rd year of Asa sovereign of Yehudah, and reigned in his place. And it came to be, when he became sovereign, that he smote all the house of Jeroboam. He did not leave to Jeroboam anyone breathing, until he had destroyed him, according to the word of Yahweh which he had spoken by his servant Ahijah the Shilonite. Because of the sins of Jeroboam, which he had sinned and by which he had made Yisrael sin, because of his provocation with which he had provoked Yahweh Elohim of Yisrael. And the rest of the acts of Nadab and all that he did, are they not written in the book of the annals of the sovereigns of Yisrael? And there was fighting between Asa and Baasha, sovereign of Yisrael, all their days. In the 3rd year of Asa sovereign of Yehudah, Baasha son of Ahijah became sovereign over all Yisrael in Tirzah, and reigned 24 years. And he did evil in the eyes of Yahweh, and walked in the way of Jeroboam, and in his sin by which he had made Yisrael sin.